You may be insecure. To me, I wasn't good enough. But who are you to judge when you're a diamond in the rough? What did she say? I'm sure you got some things you like to change about yourself. But when it comes to me, I wouldn't want to be anybody else. No, 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 no. Ooh. Hello, guys. Welcome to a podcast I call As Your Big Sister with your host, me, Asia, my queen. A podcast that gives you big sister advice from a big sister who wished she had a big sister because, wow, I would have been a better bitch. How are you doing? How are you guys doing? I'm doing amazing. I'm in such a good mood. I feel beautiful. I thinned out my eyebrows. I'm trying to look more like 90s baddie. 90s baddie. But the girls, they be saying I look like Whoopi Goldberg, which I'm mad at it. That's my legend. But I'm trying to go the more Nia Long routes, Gabrielle Union routes, you know, with the makeup, the liner, the thin eyebrows, just mascara, no lashes. But like I said, the girls are like, nope, that's Whoopi, which, like I said, whatever. That's my legend. Some people think that like they trying to like, I don't know, that like I should be offended by it. It's weird. The tone is weird. And watch your mouth. Watch your mouth when it comes to Whoopi. Watch your mouth. I used to watch Color Purple every Sunday. Every Sunday. Didn't miss a Sunday. That's my mom's favorite movie. But now, watching it as an adult, I'm stressed out. Yeah. Very stressed out. I feel like when I was a kid, I don't know why. I don't know. Guess I'm just more aware. I'm an adult and I understand like the depths of this kind of pain. Like, what do you mean you got pregnant by your dad multiple times and they took the baby away? Wait, what? Anyways, y'all, I took a little break from social media, right? I said, you know what? I want to log off. Give me a week. Give me 7 days. Give me 7 days. Let me ground myself. And I've just been chilling. Girl, when I tell you my naps, I've been eating these naps the fuck up. Eating them up. I'm talking about 2-3 hour naps. Them naps that I don't even set an alarm. I said, I'll sleep all day. No guilt. No guilt. No guilt for rest. And you know, as I'm going through the days, you know, there's little moments that you realize, oh, wow, I'm growing up. Like I'm growing up. I'm doing the adult thing. I decided to get new tires instead of getting my nails done the other day. And I know you guys are probably like, duh. Like, I mean, of course you're going to get you need tires to drive. Of course you're going to buy new tires over getting your nails done. I was never that girl. All 4 tires will be balled up, check engine light on. I'm getting my new set. What? The people calling me, hey, make your car payment, please. Please. Pay your insurance. Your insurance is going to cancel. And I'm like, I'm getting my nails done. Bitch, in my early 20s, I was donating plasma to get my nails done. And I didn't give a fuck about it. I didn't give a damn about it. And like, you couldn't go, like, okay, let's just say you went on a Monday, you couldn't go again the next day. Like, you had to wait like 3-4 days in between. So I'd be like, all right, boom, I'll get my cute little $50-$60. And then like 3 or 4 days, you could get a cute like $80. So I'd just be in that motherfucker. And I remember like it was my 3rd or 4th time, right? I walk into the place. They put the needle in me. And I look over and I'm like, I don't think I should be here anymore. I don't think I'm surrounding myself with the right crowd. I looked over and never mind. We'll just keep that there. Okay. So we're going to get into our topics, right? Because we've rebranded, right? We're really getting into this podcast shit. I've been doing this shit for a long time now. And I really want this to be a good ass show, right? So we doing segments, hot topics, right? Then we're going to move on to the As Your Big Sister segment, right? Where I give y'all advice, something that I've picked up along the way. Cause y'all know I'm almost 30. I know everything. So these hot topics are just things that came into my radar, because ever since I logged back onto social media, bitch, I've been scrolling. I woke up at 4 something in the morning and scrolled until about 6 a.m. Anyways, apparently there are two, but there are WNBA players dating, right? They're open about it. Dijonai and Lyssa, right? I don't know nothing about basketball. My girlfriend loves it. Know nothing about it, right? Don't know nothing about the sports. So Dijonnai and Lyssa dating, both in the WNBA. Keep up with me. Okay. By the way, this is not a shock to me at all. I'm LGBTQ, right? I say this every day. I'm LGBTQ. I became the manager of the girls' basketball team in high school because I liked one of the girls on the team. She ain't like me back. I was chasing the entire time. I was trying to sit next to her on the bus. She was whatever. But do you guys know one thing? Do you know one thing? She followed me on Instagram. And guess what? I didn't follow her back. Payback's a bitch. Anyways, so Dijonai, Lyssa, dating, gay, 2 women. Dijonai was on real pretty girl, real pretty Angel Reese. Dijonai was on Angel Reese's podcast, Unapologetically Angel Reese. Unapologetically Angel. That's Angel Reese's podcast. Dijonai's on the podcast. Why does she say, I don't like girls. I just like, like my girlfriend, but I don't, I'm not gay. I just like my girlfriend. Like, I wouldn't say I'm bi. Let me say this. Come here. Come on. Come closer to me. If you are in a relationship with the same sex and the person you're in a relationship with, that's the same sex as you, if they're saying that they aren't gay or they aren't lesbian, but they just like you, I'm gonna need you to run as fast as you can. They can't catch you. You're the gingerbread man. I'm going to need you to run. Okay? I've seen this so many times, and I'm going to tell you how it's going to go. One of these days, she's going to be like, You know, when I envisioned myself getting married, I envisioned myself walking down the aisle and seeing a man. And I've always wanted to have kids. I was put on this earth to be a mother. And you've already bought her a car. You've already moved her across the state. You've already told her she don't have to work. She ain't been working. But the signs were always there. She done told you, I'm not gay. But then, she slips in but I like you. Okay. All right. Listen. Go ahead and go get you somebody gay, bro. There's enough gay women out there to get you somebody gay. Go get you somebody gay. You don't gotta, come on. But I heard it's like a, I wouldn't say it's a fetish, but I guess you would say it's a fetish when gay women, when they turn straight women, turn them out. I'm like, okay, all right. You gonna be heartbroken. Save yourself the heartbreak. Save yourself the headache. And go ahead and be with somebody that's gay, bro. There's enough gay women out there just waiting for their husband to come around. But you over here trying to mess with these straight women. Some days I think y'all gonna learn. But y'all never do. You'll never do. Moving on. Still another hot topic. Okay. There's this girl. Her name's Natalie Barnett. Natalie Barnett, she is a fitness influencer. Very pretty. Very pretty. Very pretty. She is opening up a women's only gym called the Girl Spot Gym. Right? That sounds dope. A women's only gym? Girl, you mean to tell me I could dig out my coochie wedgie without anybody looking at me crazy? You mean to tell me I could bend over and come back up and nobody looking at me for real? Oh, well, I mean, they might be still looking because, the girls, but it's okay. Anyways, Natalie Barnett, fitness influencer, is opening up. I don't know if it's open by now. I don't know. She's been talking about it for a little bit, but when she initially started talking about it, she said, I'm going to be opening up a woman's only gym. Trans women, it's all inclusive. Trans women, what's up? Y'all invited. She didn't say exactly that, but that's what I read. She got donations, apparently. Apparently, she got donations from trans women. Keep that in mind, okay? Fast forward to, I started, hearing about this story yesterday, but fast forward to, I guess, yesterday, trans people aren't included into the women's only gym. Yeah, indeed. She said, you know what? You guys remember when I said y'all were allowed? Psych. You see, I don't want to be at a woman's only anything that excludes trans women. Do not count me in. Actually, I said do not count me. Count me out immediately. You and your just. Of course, trans women are human beings, and I want them to feel safe, and I want them to feel included. Yes. First, I say that, okay? But also, they invite personality. They give spaces color. Just like black folk, just like gay folk, just like lesbians, we give color to this world because we're different. We were taught a certain way, right? We were taught to be straight and cisgender. And we said, you know what? I want to be what feels true to me. And when somebody stands up in that, when somebody stands up in their blackness, when they stand up in their, sexuality and just who they are, that provides so much color to this world. And I just do not want to be anywhere without color. I don't. It's boring. It's fucking boring. It's boring. I'm sorry. Like, okay. When I go out, I want to go out to the queer spaces. Queer doesn't always mean you're sucking dick, you're looking pussy. It's just different. People who are different. And I people who are just themselves, and that's what makes us different from each other. I'm going left. Natalie has decided that she doesn't want trans women included in her women-only gym. Give them their money back. On my way home from work today, I was thinking about the situation and I started tearing up. And I was like, imagine how many trans women were like, oh my God, there's going to be a gym that I feel safe in. Because that's a lot of people's battles when entering the gym, is not feeling safe, feeling judged when you're just, I don't know, trying to be healthy. So trans women were invited to a space and were made to feel like they could be in this space and feel safe. And you decided to say, you know what, never mind. But I'm going to also add, you didn't say never mind with a payment, with a refund. See, the fact that you said never mind is what makes me say fuck you. But the fact that you didn't say never mind with a refund is what makes me double down on that fuck you. And then I'm messy as fuck. I go on her Instagram and I look at her story because I was following her. So you betrayed my trust. But I went on her story and she was like, oh, I'm a 25-year-old black woman who just had a baby trying to create something. You can never win. I cannot stand people who always try to be the fucking victim. You're not a victim here. Because you didn't have to come out and say this. No one told you to do that. No one told you to do that. So stand on your shit. Or apologize. But to try to play the victim, oh, you could never win. You were winning. You were winning. You could have just not have been hateful, but okay. But you were winning. And look at you. And that's what, y'all, I'm a feminist. Yes, I'm a feminist. But you even gotta watch these feminist bitches too. You gotta watch them because they'll sneak some transphobia and some homophobia in this motherfucker. They're so motherfucking feminist, and then, I believe that man and woman, husband and wife, and woman should be, and we're real women because we can have babies and we have periods. Oh my God, you're not a woman. You have a period. I cannot stand them simple hoes. I cannot stand you simple hoes. Just simple as fuck. And I'm not one to want to debate you. I'll let you have it. I don't care. Just get the fuck away from me. However, going back to what I was saying, you can't just sell me on saying you're a feminist. You can't. Let me tell you, 2017, 2018, me and my homegirl, we went to the Black Women's March, right? We went to the Black Women's March, and I remember when I was on my way there, I was like, oh, okay, what is this going to look like? Because it could look like anything. Come on. It could look like what I was just. We are real women because we have periods. We are real women because we can have babies. Some women can have babies. Some women don't have periods. But you know what? Fuck it. We are real women. So I was like, I don't know what this is going to look like. Because you also say Black Women's March. Are we talking about a bunch of church folks? Because then there's another thing that comes with that. You know what I mean? And when people get on podiums, right? When they get a microphone and they get a bunch of people looking at them, they want to start preaching and act like Martin Luther King and shit and saying shit. You're not Martin Luther King, bitch. You ain't smart. You're not smart. So they go up there and they just start going on a tangent about shit that ain't got nothing to do with Black Women's March. Yeah, and the gays are taking over. You know how people do. I've seen, this is a little off topic. I've had people on the podcast, right? And I will hook up the mic, turn on the lights. This is like when the podcast first started, when it was called the Always Asia podcast. This was back in 2020. So I'd have people on the show and like I would see the way people's eyes like lit up. I was like, oh, whoa, this is a different person. This is a different person. This is not Fred that I know. It's like weird, like people, like you could see in their eyes, they're like, wow, I'm gonna start saying like the most insane shit. Like I'm just gonna start letting it fly. I'm gonna be like Charlemagne. Like going back, Women's March. Yeah. So I went to the Women's March and I was scared. I was like, what kind of Women's March are we talking about? Specifically Black Women's March. I apologize. I went to the Black Women's March and I was like, what are we going to see? What am I going to see? What is it going to be? When I got there, one of the leaders of the march was a Black trans woman. I said, even though there could be some bullshit still, at the very least, I could be like, okay, we're all here. Okay, we're all here. We're all represented. Okay, this is inclusive for real. And I know there's not going to be some weird ass who the real woman is conversations. At the very least, because I can't do it, y'all. I can't fucking do it. I'm not going to do it. But it was a beautiful experience. It was amazing. Oh my gosh. It was amazing. And then, okay, it was weird. So I was trying to get a t-shirt. It was a picture of a Black woman with a ponytail, a high ponytail to be specific. And it was like a fro, right? So beautiful. So I'm in line. I'm about to buy the shirt. Why did this white woman come in front of me talking about no, I'm going to buy it for you. I'm going to buy it for you. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you. And she goes, no problem. This reparations. I said, wait, what? Reparations? For a fucking t-shirt? Reparations? Bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of my motherfucking face, bro. If you don't get the fuck into the reparations. She talking some reparations. This ain't no fucking reparations. It was a nice shirt though. Very nice shirt. Very, very nice shirt. All right. Moving on. As your big sister. This is the segment where I give you big sister advice. Yeah. And just like I said, this advice is just something I picked up along the way. You know, I'm not perfect, right? I'm not fucking perfect. I'm not the smartest bitch in the world, but I've seen some things. I've been some places. I want y'all to know, if y'all have not seen this yet, but some people are just scared to be themselves, okay? Some people are just scared to be themselves and they are mad at you. Oh boy, a part of my painting fell off. Okay, let's put this back on. Actually, fuck this. Fuck you, okay? Fuck you, period. I'm just gonna have to get a new frame. Anyways, some people are scared to be themselves, and then like they'll look at you and be like, how does she have the freedom to be who she is? I'm gonna start being mean to her because she has the freedom and I don't. And I'm start like looking at her like funny, and I'm gonna start making her feel like uncomfortable or ashamed to express herself. You know what? I wish 1,000 hugs for you niggas. I truly do. I wish 1,000 hugs for you niggas. You know, I was going to say when Tyler Perry, oh my God, I'm so sorry, Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator, in an interview, he said that getting older, he realized how much hugs he got as a kid and how niggas didn't get hugs like that. Like, you realize, like, oh, wow, like, you haven't had a hug in a long time, my brother. That's why you walking around with your chest out like that. You haven't had, like, a good hug, like one of them hugs that's just, like, all titty, bro, and just, like, squeeze you. It makes you feel all warm, like a nice bear hug. You know what I'm saying? Like, all chest. You haven't had one of those in a long time, so you walking around just stiff. You know, that's low-key how I feel. I don't know how I got there. I don't know how I got there at all. But, like, I just wish everyone knew that they had the freedom to be themselves. Like, you have it now. Now have the freedom to do whatever the fuck we want. Like, I was talking about this to my girlfriend earlier today because I'm in training for a new position at my job and I fell asleep in training. And why did the trainer talk about Asia, can you read what's on the board? I'm like, are we in 6th grade? Whatever. But I was sharp too. I was like, oh, sorry. And, but I told my girlfriend, I was like, it's kind of crazy how even as adults, we forget that we have the freedom to say, fuck all this shit. You know? But of course, you know, we have bills and we have like things to like pay and like responsibilities and things like that. But if you're like, we could really do it if we wanted to. We could really be like, you know what? I'm done. Nope, I'm not doing this. But we like really forget that we could just like get up and leave somewhere. Like, the responsibility is what ties us down. But we forget that we have the power, we have the right to just be like, I don't want to do this anymore and pivot. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Like, we just like become voluntary prisoners of our own misery. Isn't that fucking crazy? That is so crazy. But until we break out of that, right? I understand, you know, with work, it's a little funky, but like when we break out of the mindset of having to be someone that you're not, wow, how free that is. You know, going back to what I was talking about earlier, how like when you embrace your blackness, when you embrace, your sexuality, when you embrace who you are, like you just become so colorful. Like when I really started embracing the person that I was, I felt like I just got so much more interesting. I had so much more to talk about. I started getting more style. Like I just had more like better taste in things, better taste in music, better taste in style. Just like the moment I think it started off when I started to accept my body. I was always a prisoner of my own like body because of my scars and shit. But when I started to like be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna start wearing my half shirts and shit. I'm gonna start, wearing my shoulder out, even though I have a fucking bullet hole in my fucking shoulder and I got a fucking scar all the way like down my stomach. Like, I'm going to wear what I want to wear. Like I want to, you know what I mean? Like I am a fucking hoochie. And I live in Arizona where it's 120 degrees and I'm wearing fucking jeans every fucking day and like just like and like bro, I want to wear a bikini. You know what I mean? Like I want to be sexy. Like so the moment I stepped into that, everything started unfolding. Then I started to accept my blackness because that was a journey too. Because when you are, I'm not saying all men and women who relax their hair don't accept their blackness. However, I relaxed my hair because I did not accept my blackness. My natural hair is so pretty. It is so freaking pretty. But like, I just hated it because it didn't look like the white girls. I hated braids because the white girls did not look like that. I wanted my hair to be straight and silky. So I started relaxing my hair and straightening it. And I was frying my shit off. But the moment I stopped relaxing that bitch and I started wearing braids and shit and like really embracing my blackness, I was like, oh my God, I am so pretty. I remember the first picture I've ever taken. I will post it. If you guys are watching on YouTube, you will see the first picture I've ever taken where I was like, oh, you're fucking pretty. I will put it on the screen right now, dude. Like, I remember looking at this picture and being like, oh. But that's all because I was like, bitch, you're black. You cannot run away from this. Like I know. You could straighten your hair. There's a song on School Days. Your eyes are blue, but you ain't white. Your hair is straight 'cause you pressed it last night. You could do whatever. You are a Negro. Yeah, you're a Negro. And y'all, I thank the Lord every day he made me black. I love being black. Like, no bullshit. I wake up in the morning and I look in the mirror and I'm like, you're still black. Yum. Your black skin. Like, oh my God, I just love it. And then I put body butter on it and I put body oil on it and I scrub it and I treat my skin like them old niggas treat their car. They're always outside shining it and I'm like, bro, you don't have to keep doing it. It's shiny. That's how I treat my body. 'Cause I just love being black and chocolate and thick. And you should too. I mean, you might not be black, chocolate, and thick, but you something else, bitch. You something else. And you gotta love that shit. Love yourself, bro. Like, get the fuck up. Stop looking at other people being like, why can't they? Or why didn't they? Why can't you do it too? You deserve to feel yourself too. Don't knock this other woman or this other man down. They think they're all that because they are all that. And the thing is, so are you. Because it takes one to know one. People being different makes life fun. And I know that there are people out there that look at people like us and they think, oh my God, how could they be who they want to be? And how could they be proud of who they are? How can they be open with who they are? They don't know that, man, you can too. And if you set yourself free, man, what a deep breath. And the moment you set yourself free and you let go of what you think other people want you to be, man, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, wow, I was not living, because now I'm living. Oh, now I'm living. All right, we're going to wrap this episode up with our mindful affirmations brought to you by Intelligent Change. Thank you, Intelligent Change, for providing me with these cards. Oh, I only have one hand, so I'm going to shuffle these very awkwardly, but I really want to draw a card. I need to change out the card that I have hung up because I haven't drawn a card in a little bit. Okay. All right. This card says, I always believe in myself. I am my biggest supporter. Yes, yes, yes. I would like to say, first of all, thank you to one of my friends, Satoma. You guys might follow her on TikTok or Instagram. She's got a pretty big platform over yonder. I've been feeling like quitting the podcast because I just haven't felt like I was really growing. And I'm not talking about numbers. I'm talking about the actual content. I felt like things were sounding and looking repetitive. I didn't feel like the quality was just bad, like the audio, whatever. So I hit her up and I was like, hey girl, do you have a microphone and a mixer that I can borrow until I can afford, a good one? Because of course I have a microphone, but it's not at the level that I want it to be. I asked her if I could borrow one if she had one. She had a mixer and a microphone. And she was like, oh my God, girl, yes. What the hell? She was like, actually, I got headphones, I got a stand, I got whatever. And I came home the other night. Satoma's one of my partner's best friends. My partner went to her house to go hang out and, she got the stuff for me. I came home and all my stuff was set up. And my partner had rearranged the podcast room and vacuumed it and set up the mixer, set up the microphone. And I was thinking how, sometimes you feel alone. Sometimes you feel like no one believes in you. Sometimes you feel like you're just doing this all by yourself, and then you just speak up. Yeah, you speak up and you ask your community for support, and how amazing it feels to actually get it, and how it feels so great how excited people are to help me out too. The intro to the show was mixed by my friend DJ JMELEE. She's a big DJ out here in Arizona, and she's just so talented. Wow, her taste. But she mixed the intro to the podcast, and it was just so amazing how she got it together, how I asked her, if she could do it. And she was like, oh my God, yes. And she was just so excited. She was just so on it. And she was like, what do you want it to sound like? What do you want it to give? And I let her know. And like I said, you know, a lot of us, we feel unsupported, especially when we're doing this content creation shit, because it could be a lonely thing to do, right? It could be a very lonely thing to do, especially when you're just podcasting alone, or when you do TikTok videos by yourself and stuff like that. It could be a very lonely dream, right? But I want to let you guys know that sometimes all you got to do is just speak up. You know, you don't have to be alone all the time. You can say, hey, can I be supported over here? And point them to the direction where they can support you. You'll be surprised, you know, how many people really show up. And I wasn't surprised by Satome. I wasn't surprised by Jamie. I wasn't surprised by my partner. However, it is a wake up call. Like, bitch, like stop bullshitting. Stop acting like a little baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have people that got your back. You got people that got your back. All you got to do is just speak up, because everybody just in their own world. You know, so some of us love to go on social media and preach about who ain't supporting us, who ain't got our backs, and who ain't do. First of all, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you support other people? Let's start with that. And okay, let's just say you got other people back. Cool. Do you speak up on how you want people to support you? If it's no, then girl, shut up. No shade. I love you. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching me. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I appreciate you so much. Thank you guys for being here. Again, thank you for watching me. Don't forget to tell everybody that I'm beautiful, kind, smart, and sexy. My name is Asia, my queen. This is As Your Big Sister. Bye-bye.